Train the muscles, not the joints. And what a surprise, it's raining again. Raining again. Raining again in the good old neighborhood. Okay, so I'm just going to set this up here. The exposure. Getting it behind the scenes again. Alright, let's see how this works. Okay. See, get out here. You can do some squats with me there, Cece? Anyway. Anyway, so today's the same format as yesterday. Basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to do something similar anyway. I'm going to do a real-time workout here, besides a couple of cuts that I've already done just for editing and setting up and all that kind of stuff. But what I'm going to do is a leg, shoulder, and tricep workout here at home. It's going to be a quick workout, probably 3 sets, 4 sets per body part, somewhere around there. And then what I'm going to do is take a rest, have something to eat, and then I'm going to go to the gym and do my chest, back, and biceps. Now, this is like a whole body workout during a day, split up into 2 different sessions. Okay, so it's not something I do all the time, but once in a while I might do it just to shock the system, or if I feel like I have the energy to train. And just for purposes of showing you guys what this looks like, I thought it would be kind of interesting for you to see. So yeah, we'll see how good I feel. I'm a little tired today. I had a session this morning with somebody doing a consultation, and I was doing a lot of editing yesterday with this video, of course, the video that I just put up. And because you guys really like that real-time sort of feel, I will do this from time to time, but please let me know what you like and what you don't like. And if you want more of it, or if you hate it, you know that kind of stuff, because that really helps guide me in how to facilitate this relationship I have with you guys. Because ultimately I have information, but if I can make the information a little bit more palpable for you, then it'll make it more enjoyable for you to watch and whatever. So hey, all we are really is hanging out, and there's just different ways of doing that. So sometimes the old paradigm might be a little bit boring to you. Maybe the voiceover stuff is boring now. Maybe you like this stuff more. I don't know. So we'll see. So anyway, I'm going to start with some squats, and the typical thing when I'm in a garage, all garages have a little bit of a slant in the hill. So sometimes I don't like doing squats in my garage that much, because there is a little bit of a slant, a little bit of an elevation thing, and that helps with flooding. So say you have a lot of water come into your house, then at least the water gets drained out. But in this case, that's kind of the thing you deal with when you train in the garage. There's always a little bit of a leveling going on, so you're going to be always a little bit off balance or off kilter. But luckily for me, the gym I train at is such a, well anyway, I'm not going to say, but the bottom line is that there's a lot of incongruencies in the floor there. That's why the bench press, sometimes I'm off to the left or the right, or it's, sometimes the bench is wobbling. It's got all these different types of surfaces that aren't necessarily flat. So I'm kind of used to it. So anyway, as long as the flat surfaces keep changing, sometimes they change to a slant to the right or slant to the right, then I guess you're okay. A slant to the left, So yeah, first thing I start is a warm up. And I start with the bar sometimes, depending on how tight I am. And I feel a little tight today, but not too bad. Sometimes I'll hold it like this. Easy peasy. The shoe's getting away. Seem to be reproducing. And my cat's stalking around here, so I'm gonna go get my coffee too. Okay, you wanna go in? All right, one. So again, you asked for it real time, see? You're gonna see me disappear from the shot for a second. So again, I don't know why people like this, but for some reason you guys are liking this kind of thing, so all right, I'll give it to you. And see, as you also can see, the white bounces off a little bit because it's so bright outside and I have to set the exposure for this dark garage, but then as soon as I'm more into the light, I look like almost like a vampire, so movie magic right there, right? Movie magic. So I like to take, 3 or 4 sets to warm up. Now, depending on what's going on with my legs, because sometimes you get tight parts, sometimes your hips tight, sometimes your knees tight, sometimes different parts of you are tight, So the whole point of the warm up is to get the blood in there, and then from there some of the knots will leave. Sometimes they won't, it just depends, right? So lots of things cause muscle knots. Sometimes just something as simple as sleeping wrong, or sleeping on a soft bed and your body's twisted for the rest of the night. Sometimes you might have ligament things going on in your lower back that cause a referral of pain down one of the legs, and they cause misinformation sometimes to be transmitted to the muscle groups there. So that's what we call trigger points and stuff. So this will also influence how your knees stabilize, all this kind of stuff. So all this information is being groomed as you train and as you warm up. It's all being restructured, you could say. Yeah. So I had somebody just tell me why my channel is doing so badly, right? He said, because I don't have the right logos and all this kind of stuff. And the funny thing is that there's this false thing that's going on right now, and people aren't really falling for it anymore, on YouTube, where people present a certain image and that image is not necessarily them, and they do it with nice logos and certain types of effects and graphics. But ultimately what everyone wants is connection to real people, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody's interested in being lied to anymore, or having some sort of false image given to them that a person really isn't that person they're saying they are, So what I have to say to this person is, everything I do on this channel is me. It's all tainted with the flavor of me. And some of you might like it, and some of you might think it stinks, But that's the whole point. At least I'm being me, right? So at least you can make a judgment based on that, or at least decide for yourself. If I present something that isn't necessarily true to me, but yet you're interacting with that, well, why would you be here? I mean, it's not good for anybody because the relationship is false. You know what I'm saying? So just know that anything I present here is me. That's it. And I might censor out some of the real bad parts as far as maybe I don't swear as much because I don't want YouTube to shut my channel down. But I usually swear quite a bit more. I'll admit it. All right, let's go to 2 plates now. We did the one plate warm up rant. Now we'll go to 2 plates. I feel strong but tight at the same time today. A little bit strong but tight. So we'll see how this goes. Always feels good when you get the energy going. The energy. That's why I don't do a lot of live chatting after I do legs, because I say words like menergy instead of energy. So the point is that with legs and stuff, I find that it takes a few sets to get them going, but then the groove starts. Now, sometimes I get left knee pain because my left knee, I think I might have messed that up in martial arts when I was a kid or something, but I get a tight IT band on the left side, and I think it's all based on a bit of a scoliosis in the back. And the truth is, everybody has a little bit of scoliosis, a little bit. So it's kind of normal. So based on that, I have to make sure that when I'm squatting, I'm keeping that weight over the hips, not the knees. My knees have never like really aggressive forward movement. Although it's sprinting, playing hockey, everything has always been fine, running, no problem. So when I squat, I basically have to work with the way my body wants to move, what's efficient for it to move, right? So it might not look like a Tom Platt squat, because Tom Platt's like the squat over his knees, he could push off his toes, no problem, where most people's kneecaps would be bouncing off the mirror if they did that, right? So again, it just boils down to really loving your own self and how you move and working with that instead of trying to be somebody else, you know? So when you embrace your own weaknesses as your own individual expression, then you start to really be honest about it. And then you start to design your workout program around it. And then real progress starts to happen. That's why so many people came to me and said, Jason, you know, you must have better genetics than me. That's why you have bigger biceps or this or that. And every time I started training these guys, a lot of times they freaking passed me, which really pissed me off. But the fact is that I would start having them train like me, but catered to their lifting style and how they move, right? And I'd have them eating more and, you know, the protein, all this kind of stuff. And instantaneously they would make results. So it's not because I'm smarter. It's not that, but I probably was more stubborn in the right way. And what I mean by that is I said, fuck everybody else, what they think. I'm going to pay attention to what works, and that's what I'm asking you to do. Don't even pay attention to me, just find out what works for you and continue to evolve that. That's it, right? Okay, let's go 295 now. If I had another plate, I'd put another plate on, but I'll put another 10 on too. So I'll put 35s on and a 10. There you go. Okay, here we go. Now you probably noticed the first few reps, usually on squats and stuff, I might go a little shallower, and I encourage you to do that too on your reps, especially when you're using your heavyweight set. The first set or so you go a little shallower just to make sure you test the range of motion. Find out what feels right, make sure the body's ready for it. Then once it's had a kind of, got its feet wet a little bit with that stretch, then if you want, you can go down a little deeper, right? So again, I don't believe in ass to the grass, honestly, unless it's totally right for you. But my legs have grown like crazy like this, so it's just the way I'm built, right? Sorry that some people hate me because of it, but that's really what I'm trying to teach here, is that people are gonna hate you no matter what. But do you hate you? That's what's important, right? You better not hate you, you know? You start paying attention to that. Am I in focus? I want you to pay attention to what I'm saying here. You don't hate you. Fuck everybody else, right? That's what makes geniuses. That's what makes people accomplish big things, is when they start finally paying attention to themselves and say, hey, listen, I'm gonna love myself. If you wanna get on board with that, no problem, right? And I'll love you too, but once people start being your haters and shit, then just let them go, because ultimately they're not ready for a relationship. They're not ready to interact. They're not ready to be in relationship with their own bodies even, you know? I think that's why I received so much hate on YouTube the first little while, because a lot of people are resisting just relating to their own self. You know, they hate themselves so much that they don't want to actually listen to their own body. On a subconscious level, this is actually happening. So once you realize that this bodybuilding thing isn't about self-hate, it's about self-love on the body level, it totally shifts your paradigm. You start to actually enjoy your workouts. You start to actually make progress. And like I said before, when I trained in my garage, it was one of the best things ever, because when I was a kid training there, I was just there realizing how I was improving and really listening to my body, but I wasn't comparing so much, you know? And now in this social media age, everybody's comparing. So when a guy like me comes online, starts saying, hey, here's how you train, here's how you can do it, people automatically hate me because they're thinking that I'm trying to compete with them, but meanwhile, I'm just trying to help you out. You know, that's the difference. So I think that gets misunderstood a lot, because I think there's a lot of ego wrapped up in this whole fitness game that doesn't have to be there really. This is just a game. You know, whether you're fat or in shape or have muscles or don't, it has no bearing on how much value you have as a human being. But this is a fun game to play, that's it, right? So just remember that. Now you notice, oh, feels good on the legs. Well, it's funny also too, the low carb, higher protein diet, when you change your diet around, you'll notice you feel your muscle groups differently. That's one thing that's underrated too. A lot of people don't realize how when you change your diet, it'll change your mind-muscle connection. Although some strength coaches are talking about this now. Talking about when you have more stable blood sugar, you get more of a mind-muscle connection by the time you get around to your strength workout. So that said, when I was doing squats there, you'll notice that I don't always come up to the top unless I want to take a little rest. I do this on purpose. The reason why I do this is because I'm trying to keep the tension on the ass and hamstrings and the quads and not transfer it into taking a rest, first of all. And second of all, use that tiny bit of rest to actually rest the lower back at the front and the top and kind of move forward, you know? You know, just move it all. I'll do it right here. Like this. When I squat up, I don't want to come up, and then you see there's a little bit of laxity in the back here. The tension is off the legs at that moment, and now you got to stabilize that spine. So you're using some energy to stabilize your core that is not necessarily helping you gain more leg mass at that moment, right? So the reason why I'm squatting is for one, first reason, gain strength and muscle in the legs, okay? If I was doing it for core primarily, then maybe I'd want to straighten up at the top and hang out there the whole day with 600 pounds on my back. Who knows what technique I might employ, but that's a different reason to do the squat, see? So some people, they make the squat into something different than what I make it into. Some people say, I want the squat to do this. They say, I want the squat to show me, or to show me where I'm not flexible in order to get down to my heels. But a lot of the people are never asking the question, is that really good for your body? Is that the type of stimulus you want to give it? And in some cases, maybe, right? Some cases, maybe not. Maybe it's the worst possible thing you can do. So that's where the awareness, you guys expand that awareness, right? Pay attention to that awareness. Don't let me tell you not to pay attention to it either. Okay, so one of you said that I don't drink. I drink coffee, see? I drink coffee or water. The other thing is, my gym, they actually took out the water fountain. I used to drink from the water fountain in between sets all the time, but then the water fountain was gone. So now I gotta lug in a cup just to drink water and stuff, and it's just so stupid. But anyway, I'm drinking coffee right now. I drank some water, I had an apple. Total amount of carbs I had today was, I had one no whip mocha. Okay, so there was some sugar in there and some lactose from the milk. And I had an apple and half of where I had one dumpling or so, or two gyoza from sushi, okay? So there's a little bit of that deep fried dough. So that's all the carbs I had, so that's all the carbs I'll have for the day. The rest of it's just protein, chicken breast, salad, and steak, okay? So you get an idea of what I'm eating. Okay, last set. 3 sets of squats like this is good. I'm getting a good pump. Like I said, I'm kind of tired today, but well, that's what we do, right? Train through it. Oh, somewhere there's an app with my name on it. Yeah. Sometimes less sleep, less carbs, I'll have less endurance on the leg training. But like I said, I'm trying to go into that deficit right now a little bit, so that way I burn some fat off, so you guys don't think I'm a beached whale or something, you know what I mean? Yeah. The other funny thing is, I had a guy the other day, one of you guys commented and said, why don't I talk about when I was in my prime and all that, and I'm like gonna respond to that. What do you mean my prime? What do you mean was in my prime, huh? What are you saying? The fact is that I'm not done yet, and thing is there's no such thing as prime. My priorities changed at some point in my life. What happened was I was into bodybuilding and I'd hit the highest echelon a natural bodybuilder could hit. Unless I wanted to move down to LA, and the president of Gold's Gym offered to give me a place to stay and a job if I wanted to move down there. But I just didn't want to take the risk because the type of people that I met when I was in LA, in that industry, didn't really give a shit about you or anybody else around them. Most of them. Some of them were nice, but most of them, you knew that if shit hit the fan, say you needed a place to stay or you didn't have enough money to eat, nobody was going to help you out, you know what I'm saying? And I had a good amount of friends around me at the time, a good family, good community, and it just didn't seem right to leave all that just for a possibility of fame and success, right? I guess right then and there I made the decision what my priority was in my life. And so when I came home and I won the BC Bodybuilding Championships and I got third in the heavyweight pro division in WMBF in 2001, right before September 11th. And I had competed as far as I could. You know, I won everything that I went into or did well. If I didn't win, it was my own fault. Not because I didn't have enough muscle mass, but because maybe I screwed up my diet somehow or I didn't eat well enough or whatever. I didn't low carb enough or I ate too much fat or whatever it is, right? But the bottom line is I went out with a bang. I actually got third in the Natural Universe Pro Division, heavyweight, and won the BC. So that was good enough for me. Then after that, I thought, okay, now what? What do I do with my life? You know, because natural bodybuilding wasn't paying the bills. There was no social media back then. There was no Google AdWords. Or there was no YouTube or Instagram, none of this stuff. And I was saying, okay, so now what am I going to do? So I was personal training and I decided to get a job in sales for a period of time. And during that time, I was kind of a little bit bitter with bodybuilding because it had never led to what I wanted it to lead to, you know? I got muscles and everything, but I was looking to make a career out of it because that was who I was, right? So I started playing hockey. I started really loving that. And then I ended up hurting my shoulder and stuff. And then I ended up getting into the whole meditation thing and everything because I soon found out that I had to break this attachment to this overwhelming need to being the muscular guy or this or that because guess what? One of these days I got to trade this body in anyway. So why not do it now? So the irony is after going through this whole process of decades, now I'm coming around, I'm actually finally enjoying the whole process because now I'm not attached to it, you see? So with this channel, I'm trying to help you break your attachment along with helping you understand how to train properly. See, there's neighbors going by, so it's pretty hard for me to... These live videos are a little bit more challenging because, you know, I will have that happen from time to time. So yeah, long story short, I haven't hit my prime yet. I haven't hit my prime yet. Just know that. I'm saying it here. I have not hit my prime yet. Just watch. Okay, so now I'm going to do some shoulder presses. Yeah, I wonder what I have on underneath. Oh, what's this? What's this? What's this? One of the shirts. Yeah, you know, they're flying off the shelves right now. Flying off the shelves. I think I've sold 2 now. 2! Yeah. Anyway, here we go. I'm going to do some standing shoulder press. I'm just going to stick with one plate here. I know this when I do standing shoulder press, yes, it will lower my bench press when I go to the gym, but I'm not concerned about that. I'm just concerned about training the body, right? Getting the whole body to train, get the whole body to adapt. There we go. Let me see if I have it here in the shot here. Might have to raise it up a bit. Okay, let me raise it up a bit here. There you go, now you can see the whole shot, eh? Hey, what do you think? Yeah. Good. So, as you can see, I'll try to put myself in focus here. All right. As I fall over. So yeah, I'm going to do 3 sets of standing shoulder press. And standing shoulder press and seated shoulder press. The difference is with standing is that you are forced to stay in alignment. So that means you will use some of the muscles in your upper trap and behind your shoulders because the movement is now in an arc. It goes like this, right? Kind of like that. Whereas in a shoulder press, people have a tendency to lean back and it goes straight up and down like that. So both are fine, both work the front delts, but standing shoulder press will work a little bit more, I guess, external rotators a bit, as well as your upper trap and neck muscles. So yeah, it's a great movement actually. I do like it. It's good for aligning the spine and stuff too, right? Now I'm doing sets of 15 to 20 here. So I'm not planning on resting a long period of time. I'm hoping that I'll be able to have my new beat on the channel, because I'm going to be editing this, not the clips, but the sound, because you know, a lot of things that I do edit on this, which was why it takes me so long to do these videos, is that I know that sometimes when the dumbbells bang on the rack or whatever, it makes a real loud sound, so it's really jarring to you guys watching. So you're trying to hear my voice and all of a sudden bang, there's something in the background. So I on purpose lower that stuff to preserve your guys' ears and to increase your enjoyment experience at least. And when I go to the gym tonight, I may be doing a lot of muting of the audio at times, because I don't want to get a copyright infringement from the music that's on the radio at the gym. But at the same time, I'll raise it up every time I talk to the camera, so that way you guys don't miss out on anything, right? So I see the recording just stopped because I was at my 30-minute mark. Sorry about that, but that's the only editing you'll see. Just kind of stopped at me, so that's a disadvantage of these DSLR cameras sometimes. But the quality of video is pretty good, even with the shitty amount of light that I have in here right now. Let's see, I'll up the ISO a bit here. See, I'll do the high-tech ISO thing. See, I'm real high-tech. Look at that, huh? Is that better? There you go. There you go. Hey, pretty good, hey? Now I got blue face because of the way the white balance is going, but that's the way it looks out here. It's just totally gray sky. Just the shittiest weather lately. Yeah, I like doing videos when it's sunny out at the gym, because there's a lot of windows and it's really nice light. Oh, that's the one thing I do like about training at a gym. If they have windows and stuff, it makes the environment much nicer. Okay. So I'm only resting about a minute and a half, I think, 2 minutes. But that's also one thing I'll say. When you're training legs, the muscle groups you do after that, they'll require a little bit more rest in between sets, just because your legs are still pumping blood and still recovering from the workout. No matter how small, like I know I only did 3 sets of squats, but 3 sets of squats, as hard as you can go for 3 sets, that'll burn you out pretty good, right? I mean, if you're only doing a couple reps, or, you know, I had somebody ask me actually the other day, they said, how many reps should I do? Should I go to failure? Should I not? You know, all this kind of stuff. And what they've been doing is like sets of 10 and not even going to failure for like 5 or 6 sets in a row. And I'm like, well, I could take, you know, a 20-pound dumbbell and just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like I could do that for a set of 10 reps. But is that going to force my body to adapt? No, it has to be close to failure. Close. It has to be close, right? If your body's not being challenged, it won't adapt. So last set of these before we get on to some triceps. Oh, I'm exhausted today, a little tired today. Okay. Let's see here. All right, I'm just looking for where the best viewing experience is for you. Okay. We just lower this down. All right. Okay, here we are. All right. Sorry about the tripod. I know it takes a little bit to set up here. But you asked for it real time, see? Real time, you asked for it. Okay. Here we go. Like I said a block ago, this is one of my favorite exercises right now. Just the incline, because the reason why is because it brings the elbows back, and that stretches the long head of the tricep. Warm up for the elbows there. So warm up for the elbows. Go down here. So I warmed up the elbows, and now I'm going to do heavier weight, just 30 pounds. Get some reps in, 3 sets. And then when I go to the gym, yes, my bench press will be down, but I did some benches yesterday, so that's fine. I'm not concerned about it. Like a lot of people, they worry a little bit too much about hitting a PR every day. And the truth is, if you're training properly, you won't, because you're trying to stress the body so that it is a little weak, a little tired, and then it's forced to adapt. By always trying to make sure you're in peak performance, I mean, you might as well rest a week every single time you do a workout and then have peak performance, but you're not going to force the body to adapt, you know? I also know guys that just put on 10 pounds of body fat, got stronger on the bench. But does that mean they're really stronger? No, it just means they're fatter, and then the same weight they lifted before, it doesn't move their body as much, so they don't have to spend the energy. Okay, they don't have to spend the energy to stabilize. But that doesn't mean their muscles got stronger, you know what I mean? In some cases, their muscles actually got weaker. Very, very genius stuff I'm teaching you right here. To understand, this is genius stuff. This is stuff that you guys don't really probably learn from a lot of people because they don't know it. See, another nice part about being in your own gym, you can actually drop the dumbbells and nobody gives a shit. Yeah, so I'm just gonna rest here for a second. Don't have anything to say. 2 more sets, 2 more sets. Okay, I'll show you one stretch actually. One stretch that I do from time to time here for triceps. I'll put it up against the wall here. A second. Okay. See here. All right. Okay, am I in the shot? Okay. What I do is just put the elbow up against the wall here and just lean slightly. Now, when people stretch, one thing they make a mistake of is that I want the stretch in here. I don't want the stretch in here. I don't want the stretch in here whenever I do something. I want it in the belly. So you want to just push just enough that you feel slight tension in the belly. That's it. You don't need more than that. It's not about yanking the joints all over the place like you're, well anyway, you don't need to yank, okay? So the bottom line is don't yank the muscle bellies because you'll tear something. If the stress starts to push towards the joint, you will pull something or tweak your joint. So it's an important thing to remember. So it's all about feel, right? See, it's all about feel. It's all about feel. It's not about, you know, looking a certain way. Here we go. Sorry, this tripod's still a mess. Tripod's a mess. I gotta get a new one. Still don't have it yet. Constant tension. Constant tension. See, I don't straighten the top and rest like this. This is an amateur mistake. See, this is what amateurs do. They rest up here like this. Now, when you do rest up there, it's when you want to rest, right? But it's not your actual set. It's like when you say, hey, I want to get a couple extra reps. This is the only way I can get them. Now I advocate it. I'll do one more. One more. One more. See, where am I? See, I'm blue now. See? Got the blue. The blue tricep. See, it's like Smurf training. Because I got this orange light going on in here, so orange light from the garage, so it's making the gray light look totally blue. But hey, this is cool. This is like one of those noir films or something, I guess. Yeah. Okay, one more set, and then we'll head her inside, and I'll eat a steak or something. I'll show you that, and then I'm gonna have a nap, and then I will go to the gym later on tonight. It's already kind of dark, but yeah, I want to reset my nervous system. This is another thing. I'm not afraid to take a nap, where a lot of people, especially the type A type personality that wants to achieve everything, they're like, oh, who naps, who takes a sleep? But, well, you know, it just depends on your nervous system, how it runs, right? If you can sleep a lot at night and be refreshed all day long, no problem, but not everybody functions that way. And because bodybuilding and power sports are such nervous system heavy sports, where it means you have to fire from the brain, you have to fire those muscles through sending electronic or electric impulses through the nervous system to the muscle, your brain sometimes will become the weak link. And just by watching my videos, you probably already know that my brain's my weak link. So hey, you know, makes sense, I need a nap. Oh, here we go. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's good. See, so I finished part of it. Okay, let's go inside and have something to eat. All right. There we go. And let's close the gate. All right, All right, here we go. All right, I'll sit you guys up here. All right. Bright enough, hey? Bright enough, you think? Okay, it's my pan from earlier. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a steak. Okay, here we go, all right. Actually, I'll put you over here. That's it. Put you right here. Wash my hands. This is about 6 ounces of steak. I'm just having this right now. Okay. Here you go. Get an idea what I'm doing here? Put a little bit of garlic powder in here. See, I think you can see this. Hey, what do you think? Yeah, garlic powder, just a little bit of that. Salt. Oh, there's no salt. All right, here you go. Here's some salt. I know I never worried about salt. There you go. Okay, so here I am. This is it. This is the steak I'm having right here. So I'll eat this puppy down and I'll probably have another steak like this or chicken before I go back to the gym. And I've already had a couple meals already today, so I'll get about 3 or 4 meals in before I go to the gym, and then I'll have another one after I come back, right? And it's really important to eat, especially on days that you go to the gym twice. You know, I don't do this all the time, but once in a while I do it. And if I do it, it's because I'm really trying to get through a certain hurdle in my training. Maybe there's a weak link or something I'm trying to address, or maybe I'm feeling really inspired and my body just feels like it wants to go, you know, so then I push it a little bit, right? And it can really work out well. I mean, but you can burn yourself out and you can overtrain if you don't eat enough and if you don't sleep enough. So it's not something that I would advocate doing all the time, but it's always good to increase your intensity for short periods, right? I don't know what I'm gonna do about this puzzle, but anyway, I'm gonna eat this. And yeah, I'll see you at the gym. I'm gonna bring you guys to the gym. So for the next clips, you're gonna see a whole real-time footage of me training at the gym tonight, all right? All right, so here I am at Champion Athletic Club. I'm gonna go in there and train right now and do my chest, back, and bicep and calf part of the workout tonight. It's gonna be a pretty short workout, so sorry I'm going out of focus here. It's just that there's not a lot of light out here. But I'm trying to give you the real time, you know, the real out of focus sort of experience, you know what I'm saying? Because it's so dark out here. So when we go inside, there's a lot of light in there, so don't worry about it. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna take you in there. We're gonna do this workout. And like all workouts that I do, like all the workouts, basically you just gotta remember that, see, here's the gym right here, right behind me, okay, right here. So just you know, you just got to remember that any of the exercises I do can be interchanged with other exercises. You don't have to do the exercises I'm doing. There are other exercises that you can do. You can just mix up bench press with incline or fly or whatever it is. So whenever I show you a program, don't get too married on the type of exercise I'm doing, because you can just interchange them. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's go in. All right, here we go. This is live filming, so watch it. You'll be in the video.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, I'm doing live tonight. It's a live video tonight.
Oh, great.
So yeah. So don't. I just put up a video yesterday. You probably didn't watch it though, because
no, I've been watching it. I always watch your videos.
Oh really? You're just saying that because you know it's a live video
I'm your
tonight.
biggest Yeah, that's you're just saying that now. Okay, I believe you. Fine. Oh, yeah, okay. His experience is what you see sitting behind the desk at the gym. Every time you come in here, that's right. Yeah, that's right there. There's this partner in crime right there. Yeah, that's right. So we sign in here. That's it.
Jason and his toys. This is his toys.
It's a toys, yeah, it's a toy. I'm doing live video tonight though, it's live. People want... It's a live video tonight.
Jason,
yes sir.
I need somebody to take some picture. We have a very bad thing we wanted to do. We want to take some picture.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll videotape it.
I'm supposed to bring the teeth of the four guy for somebody for 10 grand. So can you take a picture when I beat him?
No problem. No, that's
Thank
good.
you.
That's good entertainment.
No, seriously, I mean it. I'll give you $1,000 to take a picture.
It's good entertainment. All right, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna put the video here. So here's the problem. So you're gonna find out. Okay, I'm gonna hear. You guys are gonna find out pretty quick why I don't do live video in the gym. Okay, because it'll just be impossible. And honestly, if I have to use the washroom, I'm not doing live that. Okay, just so you know, there's no live video if I'm in the washroom. Okay, I know it might disappoint some of you, but that's just the way it's gonna be. All right. So here we go. And I come to think of it, I actually probably do need to use the washroom. All right, here we go. Hey, how are you? Good, how are you? Good. Okay, I'm at the bathroom right now. I'm gonna see you guys when I'm done, okay? All right. Okay, good, I'm done. All right, okay, let's go to the gym. We're gonna start with some bench press today. I'm just gonna make it as easy as I can for setup reasons because I am doing live video here. So let's go take a look. Hey, how's it going? Train hard or what?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
I don't know what you're doing.
I'm on live camera right now. I didn't take the camera in there with me. Well, actually I did, but I didn't film at the same time, so just so you know. Yeah, sure, okay, yeah. Well, you know, I'm desperate for views, right? The views gotta go up somehow. So this is the problem. See? Hey, come on. Good. This is the problem. See? There's gonna be constant interaction. You guys might like this, but okay, and here we are. Somebody with fashion sense here. Finally someone with some fashion sense. Hey Glenn, hey, what's that?
You like that?
Hey, you're one of my 2 sales. You're one of my 2 sales on my channel.
You gotta start somewhere.
That's pretty good, man. I feel like Donald Trump.
Does it make me look bigger?
Yeah, exactly. It's scarier, more intimidating.
More scarier?
Especially when you dance like a ballerina like that. Okay, here we go. Going over to the bench here. All right. Okay, let's see here. I think there's some sort of disturbance in the force. I can see it. Let me see here. All right, coloring's kind of right. Oh, who's this guy? Who's this guy over here? Strongly Nihan! Strongly Nihan! Hey! Oh, the paparazzi's here, man. It's almost your birthday.
Huh?
It's almost your birthday. Pretty soon it's gonna be your birthday. So watch out, man. We gotta know, because this is when you're young. And then when you're old, then we'll have video footage and you'll have a gray beard and everything after your birthday, right? So,
Alright, Jason, that's it, man.
that's it.
It's like the paparazzi, like, you know, no camera.
You know, I'm trying to increase my demographic in Fiji, you know, and I think that this is a good way to do it, right? Look at this guy. Look at that dude, man. Look, hey. Yeah.
Look in his shoes.
That's right. Okay. So I'm going to set it up right here. All right. Did you watch that? Somebody on the internet said they wanted a live experience, so I'm doing it live tonight. I'm not going to edit it or anything. It's just going to be long. Like I did a workout already today at my house, and now I'm doing another workout. It's going to be live. I'm going to actually. Well, you're not going to watch. Not this. Well, it's not live. What it is no edit. So I'm not editing it, and no movie magic, nothing. So that way people can get the real experience of what it's like to be with this idiot in the gym, known as Jason, right? So yeah. So, first of all, I hate this bar. today I'm going to be doing the live experience as far as from set to set, so you get an idea of the pacing and the timing. And well, kind of the weird part about doing these videos is that it does change my pacing a little bit because I'm busy talking to you guys and kind of engaging you in what I'm doing. But ultimately you'll get a general idea, you know? You'll get a general idea of the type of rest I do in between sets. So I will be raising the audio and lowering the audio depending on what's going on. I don't want the music and the copyright type stuff to come up. So I'm going to use my own music in the background. So just bear in mind if I'm lowering it down, that's the only editing I'm really going to do, okay? Chest stretch here. I'm gonna put some more weight on. Move that little square around a lot because if I make it on, if I put the screen on face detect, what'll happen is that I'll be in focus 1 minute, out of focus the next minute, so I gotta move it around, right? So tonight I'll probably go light on bench press. I'll probably only use 225. I just rep out, kind of like I did a few days ago in the gym. And then I'll move over to back, and then I'll do some biceps and calves, okay? So we'll see how I feel though. You never know. Sometimes, you know, sometimes it feels like you're supposed to be weak that day, and then you're strong. It just happens like that. So put in the work, and then eventually your body will tell you what it wants that day or not. That's really the point, right? And on that note, actually, I had somebody message me and ask about reverse pyramid training, and is that safe? And I said yes, but I was assuming that the guy was taking into account that he has to warm up still. You still have to warm up. Just because you're doing reverse pyramid doesn't mean that you can do it without warming up. Always warm up. You always need to do a couple sets, or one set at least, of warm up, okay? The reason why I'm only doing one set of warm up really is because 225 is still kind of a warm up for me. It's only about, I can get about 20 reps with it anyway. So if I can get 20 reps with it, it's still okay, right? Good, okay, there you go. That's probably out of focus, but you saw how many reps I got. So I'll do about 3 or 4 sets of this, and then I'll move on to back, right? Now you know how it works. Now you know how it works. So you can see how awkward this is. I have to get in front of the camera all the time and then get back on the bench. This is why there's such thing as editing, right? Hey Wayne, come here. Come here. This is Wayne. He thinks he's eating more carbohydrates now because he wasn't taking into account that he was eating 4 chocolate bars a day, and that has some carbs in there. Remember the other day when you told me that you're eating more carbs now?
cut down on my carbs.
No,
I'm eating more protein.
but yeah, that's right. That's what I told you. But you remember you said you're eating more carbs now.
Oh.
But I thought when I left the gym, I was thinking to myself, I was like, wait a second. He was having mass gainers and 4 chocolate bars a day.
Yeah.
There's carbs in there, right?
Which was killing my appetite.
Totally killing you, yeah. So okay. So as long as we have that straight, I want to make sure that you know that you were having a higher carb diet before.
I
Right?
haven't had a chocolate bar since that day.
Yeah.
Oh man, talk about wanting to eat a chocolate bar.
Okay. Wait, what'd you say? You haven't had a chocolate bar since that day?
Yeah, it's been what, like
Hardcore bodybuilding right here.
yeah,
No chocolate
it's got to
bars.
be like 3 or 4 weeks now on no chocolate bar. It's just like,
Yeah, but isn't
so I come here and just
isn't
pound
Halloween
it out.
candy
Yeah,
count as
frustrating.
carbs, man?
It's good carbs. They're
Good
good
carbs.
quality.
Halloween candy.
Good,
It had peanuts in it, protein.
good quality carbs. Good quality.
Yeah.
Good quality.
Chicken.
Low glycemic index.
That's right, attaboy. Oh, good. Okay. All right. So, fitness tip of the day has been taken care of. Okay, cool. That's awesome. That's so funny. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna get myself in focus here. Oh, okay, here we go. Good job, Wayne. Good job. Good job, man. So everything I'm saying is actually going in there. I'm pretty happy about that. It's actually going in. It's the stuff I'm saying. It's good. Okay. I'm happy now. Was I in focus? Was I in focus? I don't know if I was in focus there, but anyway, that's set number 2. So, a lot of people think you have to do a lot of volume to gain mass, and that's not true. You don't have to do a lot of volume to gain mass. What you have to do is cater your volume and your frequency so that there's a challenge going on, that your body's challenged. So, if you do less volume, but you train more often, that's still a challenge, right? But if you train less often, then you have to do more volume. So tomato, you know what I'm saying? It's just whatever causes your body to adapt. Yeah. Okay, I'm doing live recording today, so don't bother me. Or you can just jump in front of the camera. You probably got something more useful to say than I do anyway. Is that like a Madonna thing? Strike a pose? Yeah? Strike a pose? Yes, sir. Set number 3. Set number 3. Oh, I gotta make sure I'm in focus. Make sure I'm in focus. Gotta set it right. I almost lost it there. All right, one more. See, sometimes doing reps really helps, and sometimes doing heavy weight really helps. Harley, quit fucking paying attention to me. I'm talking to the camera here. Somebody in the background trying trying to get out of watching my videos. He wants to get the knowledge right from me right now. That's not fair. You want the information, you have to put up with the cheesy jokes and everything. You have to put up with all the cheesiness on my YouTube channel. You can't just get it, you know, right here. Can't short circuit the system, no shortcuts.
Yes.
All right. Last set. Last set. Last set. Ready? Yeah, do it. Do it. Good boy, good boy. Yeah. I'm gonna do that now. Hey, hey, what's going on, man? You ready?
Summer's coming.
You ready for this shit?
Summer's coming. Summer. Yes.
That's right. That's right. That's right. You stole my pump. Yeah, you stole my pump.
Yes.
That's what I'll get you on here. Hey, this will motivate you, right? Witnesses. Witnesses. Good job, Harley.
Yes.
Okay, so now let's do some back. What do you want me to do for back? Huh? It's my trainers right now. What do you want me to do for back? I've been doing bent over rows, bent over dumbbell, bent over barbell. So now I have to do a different exercise here, but I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here. An organized person would have this done ahead of time, you know? But I'm not organized. Okay, I'm gonna do some bent over barbell rows. Screw it, let's do some bent over barbell. When in doubt, go to the barbell, right? Just doing barbell day, barbell day. Here we go. You guys have seen this place before, okay? Watch out, I'm doing live video. Watch out, I'm doing live video over here. It's a live video feed, we're done editing. So I can't use any movie magic to make myself look better. Nope. Yeah, it's tragic. Let's see if I'm in the shot. Am I in the shot? Am I in the shot? Barely in the shot. Okay, barely in the shot. Okay. Raise this up here. Okay, is that better? Maybe that's better. We'll try this out. Let's see how this works. Try to like a fly. Flying different pieces of turd.
I'll probably see you tomorrow.
All right, there we go. All right, okay, have a good one. So it's pretty lightweight for me. So because it's lightweight, that I can use a little bit more momentum or a little bit more speed anyway, you know what I'm saying? So there is something to be said for faster reps in order to gain muscle mass. Just make sure you're warmed up first, okay? Now the trick to training back, okay? Some of you guys have been asking, how do you train back? And I always say this in my fitness vlogs, in my workout vlogs, but some of you aren't watching them, so I have to explain it again. So anyway, you want to keep your shoulders down and back. And a big part of back is sticking the chest out and pulling the shoulders back. That's about 70 to 80% of what back does. The arms coming down and back, that works the lats. But when you do this with the shoulders and pull the shoulders back, that's really what's going to make the big difference in whether you feel your back or not. So I'm taking about a minute, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, rest, and then I'll get at it, right? Minute, 2 minutes rest, then I'll get at it. Sorry about the focus going in and out, but that's just the way this is. That's why you set the shot and you stay stationary, but when you're moving around all the time, it doesn't always find you. And I don't have it on face detect, like I said, because I'm doing exercises where my face isn't involved. You can't exactly train back with face detect focus on. Although I'm sure my butt, is a little bit better looking than my face, so maybe the camera will get it confused, I don't know. So the grip's starting to give out now. So I'll rest a little bit more now so the grip isn't the weak link, right? Watch the video, the weak link principle. Right, if the grip's the weak link, then guess what? My back isn't getting hurt as much. It's not getting torn down, you know what I mean? I want the back to get torn down, so just give me a minute here. Maybe 2 minutes. Another minute. back down. Back down. See, whole day workout. All the body parts, only 3 or 4 sets. Sometimes 5 if I feel really inspired with the smaller ones. But I find with back and legs, 3 is more than enough. Sometimes 4 depending, but if you're doing a whole body workout, you know, you do those big body parts, they really wear you out so you don't hit the other ones too, right? So you need to make sure you don't spend all your energy on one body part. I'm gonna do exercise that I don't usually do a lot today, but I'll do some cable curls because different torque curve, you know what I mean? The tension is on different parts of the movement depending on what type of piece of machinery you're using or what type of tool. So that's why you do different movements and different machines, because the tension will be on different parts of the bicep, and sometimes with all the other muscles too. Like say you do leg press as opposed to squat, there's gonna be different stresses on different parts of the muscle belly. So you wanna take that all into account when you're training, right? So here we go. As you can see, they're not really long workouts. Well, there he is again. There he is. Do I get myself in here? All right, that should be good. Okay. I'm gonna use this bar. You know, you see this? You know? That's what I'm using today, but I might use a cambered bar, usually like one that's totally bent, or I might use a straight bar or a rope, you know? It just change it all up. Okay, here we go. Nice and light, just first set. Out of these squeaks out. I'll stick that bar for now. I'll stick that bar just because it's the only one around me right now, and I'm filming live, so I don't want to run around the gym looking and make you guys wait. But it makes a lot of squeaking, so I will be cutting the audio out so you don't have to hear that. But I like this, you know, I'm going narrow grip, and it's hitting really the outer head of my biceps, feeling really good. So again, you can go wide grip, narrow, it's up to you. It's just, you're always hitting different parts of the fiber, right? Go for the burn, right? So I'm using pretty light. So again, you want to warm up first before you go fast. You don't want to be going fast unless you warm up. And I'm just doing it to kind of get that squeeze, and I'm using really lightweight on the cable. So I'm going to move a little bit heavier now. But yeah, I like the way it feels. This feels different, right? So you got to try new things, you got to be open, try new exercises, and to see how it makes you feel. Really observe, really be aware, really open yourself up. Don't get too stuck in having to do everything this one way, right? Remember, this is about growing your awareness. Grow your awareness, then you'll grow your muscle. I changed my mind. One more. Not too long a rest, right? Not too long a rest. Okay? Not too long. Small muscle group. You don't need quite as much rest. But you can actually work on doing 2 minutes rest, 3 minutes rest if you want to replenish the nervous system. So that would be a valid training technique, right? Now I'll do slow reps. I don't believe in primarily slow reps, but I believe in using them as a part of the arsenal, right? Or the armsicle. There we go. Now my arms are pumped, they look like shit. That's what happens. Go to the other room. Let's go to the other room right now. And my hair's messy, look at that. I must be training. I must be working out. I like these frickin' fitness fanatics. Okay, I'll show you what I look like right now. So you guys can get a kind of idea. It's live today, so you're going to be on there if you talk. We're going to set the camera up right for you. There we go. So you can actually see me. Angle looks weird. Coming. So diet does, see? Good job, Harley. That's right.
Just get rid of this.
Hey, yeah, it's just diet. You know how it is. It's all diet.
Cardio.
It's all what you eat. No, it's not even cardio. It's what you eat, man. It's what you're eating. Yeah.
I eat terribly sometimes. I admit it.
Yeah. Well,
It was horrible this weekend. Horrible.
Yeah, it makes a difference. That's all it is.
I'm here now.
There's nothing to do with how valuable your training is or whatever, but I mean if you eat differently. Absolutely. Low fat, low carb, whichever one you choose, or both, or whatever, depending on what's needed. Right?
Well, I got more rice and I got more meat.
Alright, I gotta do some calves now, so I'll put my shirt on.
Yes. Well, what?
Huh? Yeah. Do a set of calves. Yeah, I've been slacking on calves a little bit lately.
I've been on calves for 10 years.
Yeah, I've been slacking on calves.
Used to have decent calves.
Yeah, oh, they're big. That a boy.
One day.
Yeah, one day, eh?
One day.
Yeah.
Summer.
Right.
Summer.
It's summer. You're
Summer's coming.
getting ready for summer. Okay.
Summer's coming.
Yeah, the summer's coming. Good. Good. That's it.
Yes!
All right, let's do some calves. Just do 3 sets. Remember, I did a whole body workout. All right, so it's on a bit of volume today. Here we go. See if this ever gets me in focus here. Huh? There we go. Okay, good. So basically what you're seeing is I'm doing just some standing calf raise, and I don't believe in stretching down too much at the bottom. If you start feeling the Achilles, that means you're going down too low, okay? So there's some people that advocate massive stretching movement. And if you're gonna do that, I think it's valid if you do it with very little weight or just body weight, but do not do it with weight. And you will tear something. You know, I have all these people, I've seen some people tear their Achilles tendon from also doing plyometrics off boxes and really high jumps and stuff. You know, this type of stuff is very dangerous. It's not something that is safe for you when you're not a person that's used to that type of activity. If you're a person that's jumping all the time, you're young, you're flexible, all this kind of stuff, no problem. But if you're a person that's kind of sedentary, that you don't do a lot of running, not a lot of plyometrics or sports, and then you start jumping as a part of a beginner training program, it will tear something off. And I know a few people that it has happened. So yeah, so when you're doing calves and stuff, make sure you warm up and make sure you stretch, but don't use the actual exercise to get the stretch in the tendon. That's the most important thing. Okay. There you go. So that's another set. Do 2 more sets of that and I'll be done. One more set. One more set. One more set. Okay, pretty soon, pretty soon. Like I said, smaller muscle groups don't need as much rest. You still want to rest them enough. You know, the fatigue is not coming from the energy that's in the muscle, it's coming from the actual fibers breaking down, you know. Last one. Good, so there you have it. There's my workout. Let me just adjust this here. Okay. So there you have it. There's my workout for chest, back, buys, and calves. It's a quick one, but that's how small the workout is when I do a whole body workout. I'm just doing 3 sets. I'm just picking one exercise and just going through that motion. I might do high reps, like 20 to 25 reps, or I might do, you know, low reps, like sets of 10 or 8 or 6 or whatever. It just depends on how I feel that day. Today it felt right for me to do a little bit of a higher rep workout for my back and for my chest, but other days it might feel differently, okay? So again, this is just a general template for you to kind of understand what I do when I do a whole body workout. And I split it into 2 different times. Sometimes I will come to the gym and just do it all at once, right? But anyway, thanks a lot for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon. And if you need to get a hold of me, just go to naturalgallantbodybuilding.com and take care for now.